Mi Tong, this is a particular kind of teapot craft from China. Mi Tong actually means rice. Tong is like translucent or transparent. And it is actually talking about these little patterns here that look kind of like a rice piece, and in the right light, unfortunately I don't have that right lighting, that it actually glows when you put in dark color liquid like your tea. So it's really quite interesting, and it's kind of like a lampshade and teapot in one. This particular style is actually very common, and typically this is the sort of combination of the style. So you have got these blue line drawing on top, fairly basic type, and then you have these rice pattern. The more intricate style will probably have the rice pattern creating kind of like a flower type of shape, and these blue pattern here will probably offer slightly more intricate type of motif. The shape of the teapot is typically like this, although you might find some that is actually more of a tall conal kind of shape with a bamboo handle at the top. Those typically are much larger than this as well. So let's have a look at this particular design. It has got the lid with a hole in it, so it just helps the hot air to escape. And with our Mi Tong teapot or blue rice pattern teapot, we've got them made with an infuser as well that is actually fitted in, so you don't have to fluff around trying to get all the tea leaves out. This teapot, often if you get it from other sources, it doesn't come with an infuser. So this is, a no-fuss kind of arrangement we have done for you. And the teapot typically will have the holes for the tea to filter through. But as you can see, the holes are actually quite big. So if you haven't actually got an infuser, there's a good chance that your leaves are going to get kind of stuck there, and it's going to be a bit of a problem. With this kind of teapot, sometimes people say the biggest challenge is when they pour tea. And it does seem like not everybody is a two-hand kind of teapot. Tea pourer. So what I mean is like, holding with one hand and the other hand will be sort of just securing the lid. Now, because of this reason, some of our customers in cafes or restaurants, they're just, a bit concerned because they keep having lids falling out because people are not actually, putting their hand on top of the lid when they pour the tea. What you could do is actually, because there is a hole here, you can actually put a nice thread through. So it goes in, comes out, and it ties in here. And, it can be as good as, a rubber band trick, or as nice as, some kind of nice plaited, knotty, nice knots, not the crappy knots, but, like the nautical knots or whatever, if you're that way inclined, some nice strings from the craft store or gold thread that actually, will actually tie in quite nicely. Or even fishing wire if you want it clear. So yeah, there are definitely ways, to make this a bit more everyday grade. The fact is this teapot is actually quite thick. So, with the interior, so you can, it is actually really more designed for everyday, how thick is that? I don't know. So yeah, it is for everyday use because this rice pattern design, if you go to some really good Chinese pottery stores in China, you can find really, really thin ones and still have these rice patterns in them. They are so thin that they're nearly kind of like paper thin. My parents used to have one of those, and they got it with their life. Unfortunately, I was stupid enough to actually give it away. I didn't realize what treasure that was. So, and of course, at that point, I wasn't doing tea either. So anyway, this is a very basic, everyday, interpretation of this Mi Tong craft. And you might also find cups that is matching. I've rarely seen this Mi Tong in a different combination. You might have found some without the blue pattern, but typically the blue one is very common. So there you have it. This is called Mi Tong in Cantonese, and this pattern, this design. And I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any question, feel free to drop us a line using our contact us form on the website, or go on to Facebook. We are also on Facebook, so facebook.com/www.teas.com.au.